Greetings and salutations, my fellow compatriots of the World Wide Web, the super information, yada 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 yada. Raymond Robotnik here for another episode of my video diary. And what to talk about? What or who to talk about for this week's episode? Well, I thought about it a lot. And, 2 weeks before, I was talking about Amy Rose. And then I remember how I said that Amy Rose had visited my home here in Wyoming not too long ago. And then what I failed to mention was how she talked about her this little 8-year-old. No, 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 she's not 8. I always keep forgetting what her age is. What is it? Right. She's 6. A certain 6-year-old cream colored basically gave it away. Yes, I am talking about Cream the Rabbit. She was telling this little story about her little basically about Cream and how this little story of her and this those odd remember those odd creatures I was talking about, chows? Well, Cream has one of those and she named him Cheese. But anyway, she was talking this story on how Cream and Cheese were doing this little routine that they were doing for their school. And she say that there was this part that Cheese had accidentally messed up where he accidentally flew right into Cream's face. It was so funny that Amy and Cream's mother, Vanilla, were laughing so hard that their stomachs basically hurt and they could barely breathe. And that's when I realized that is who I need to be talking about is Cream. That's who I need to be talking about this week is Cream. So what is there to say about Cream other than, well, she is very, very young compared to the others who are obviously in the 15 to 18 to 20 age groups. Cream is the one of the few that is basically an adolescent age. She's 6 years old. But yet, I've heard from Amy on how Cream has got to be one of the bravest children ever to walk this green earth. And I find it amazing that a 6-year-old could find the courage to stand up to my cousin. But what is there to say about Cream other than she's amazing. That this little girl with very big flopped ears is completely amazing because first of all, those flopped ears of hers, when she flaps them like wings, she's able to fly. I find that absolutely amazing. I asked her. I actually got the chance to talk to Cream not too long ago, and I asked her, "How do you make your ears do that? How do you make them flap like wings and allow you to fly?" And she said, "I don't know. It's just one day I was just running along. I saw Cheese in danger, and then all of a sudden I found myself 10 feet above the ground, and my mother was going, 'How do you do that?' And I still don't know, but there are just times I just do it. And next thing I know, I am matching speeds with Tails, with Mr. Tails, and he's just going like this. And I'm going just like that. I think I think that's what her levels of chaos energy have allowed her to do. Is that her chaos energy is fixating itself on her ears, giving her more muscles in there, allowing her to move them, allowing her to flap them like wings. Completely understandable. However, well, given the fact that Cream is so young, being so small and so young, she still has very childish things to do. Such as, well, she lives with her mother, Vanilla. What a woman that woman is. She is completely amazing. She's very loving. She's very kind. She takes good care of her daughter. What else is there to say about a woman who deeply loves her child than having her go to school, having her do her work, making sure that she's taking good care of her child companion? And she's what a firecracker that little guy is. I actually got a chance to talk to her, and she said that she's had Cream ever since he was an egg. She had been taking care of him for ever since then, and when the day he hatched, he's basically stuck to her side ever since. But with her mom is also a child caretaker, if I remember correctly. I believe her chow is called chocolate chow due to his very chocolatey brown pigmentation. Meanwhile, Cheese basically has the standard Chow pigmentation with his skin. I'd say it's about a light blue or possibly sky blue, along with the yellow uh, round orb that float above their heads. And he's also got that very nice candy red bow tie. He looks rather dapper. But when I talked to Cream about when she had first met Sonic, it was actually the day that she had helped him save her mother. That day, Ivo had come up with the plan to dwindle Sonic's ability to take him down, and that came in the form of kidnapping and holding captive of Tails, Knuckles, Cream, and Cream's mother, Vanilla. And I had to say that was probably a very low blow. And I told her that day that she was the first one that Sonic had saved. The amazing part is that Sonic learned quite honestly that she was almost able to keep up with him. Sonic being able to run 300 miles per hour, somehow Cream is able to run 250. Chaos energy is amazing. But after that, she was helping him save Tails and Knuckles, and the four of them teamed up against Ivo in order to save her mom. And she had been by his side ever since then. And she has met more of Sonic's friends over time, and she is so polite about it. She doesn't just say Sonic, Amy, Tails, and Knuckles. She always calls them by formal names. Mr. Sonic, Ms. Amy, Mr. Tails, Mr. Knuckles, Ms. Blaze. I wouldn't be surprised if along the line some of our anthropomorphic buddies somehow get hitched and they tie the knot, and then, well, Creams will probably have to say Mrs. Amy, Mrs. Blaze, Mrs. Rouge. I find it amazing how a 6-year-old child, having met Sonic once and then helping him once to take down Ivo's latest and greatest scheme to take over the world, can find the courage in her heart to stand up to Ivo, to take him on, and to help Sonic save the world yet again, over and over and over again. And even team up with Amy and their rather robust sized friend, Mr. Big, to form, I believe, Team Rose is what they called themselves. Cream fascinates me. She amazes me. How a 6-year-old can find the courage, Sonic's courage, to constantly take on Ivo fascinates me. Cream, if you see this, just know I'm rooting for you. And when you become of their age, I hope you continue your little adventures. Well, anyway, guys, I gotta sign off. So until then, this is Raymond Robotnik, signing off.